Alright, he's ready for another match. So am I. Let's see what we got this time. That is not a hand we keep against the deck he's been playing. So we're going to draw a new hand there. And draw a new hand there. And that one's better. We'll keep this one. That one's a really good hand, actually. And since we're on the draw, it's okay for us to get that. Oh, he looks like he switched decks on us now. Which is fine. I've got no problem with him switching to a mono red. This actually isn't as bad as a lot of people think. Kiln Fiend? Kiln Fiend? Yes, no, maybe? Volcanic Hammer? That's fine. Oh, and me? At me? Wow. Okay. Wow, what a waste of a burn card. And this will be the last thing we do for several turns. Unless we draw something, but hopefully, I'm hoping we draw lands like we did last time. Just draw lands up until 6 mana. But, that was weird. I did not expect a Volcanic Hammer at my face. Huh. Very, oh, Pyroclasm. Maybe that was why. But, it's alright. We're still at 4-4. And I'm going to draw a card. And we'll play him. See, this is why burn decks have a hard time against creature-based decks. Is because I drop a threat, and it says, deal with me. And he now has to deal with that. It's just a 2-3. Yes, it's just a 2-3. But you know what? That 2-3 blocks this and kills it. I mean, just saying. And I am more than content to trade this for that. I mean, here's the way I look at it. You trade a creature with no abilities for a creature that has an ability as broken as... Oh, stop timer! Stupid cards. Oh well, hopefully we draw a land and we can just take control of it. But, you trade a card with no abilities for a card that has abilities such as that one. It's a good trade. We might have to take 5 here, which is going to suck, but... That's alright, we'll get it back. But, like, this card is so much more valuable on the field than this card is. It's not worth trading that one for this one. You swing with just this one, hope I chump block. And don't let me just trade here. Let's block there. I mean, you can pump it. Go for it. That's fine. It's not like pumping any more was going to do any more damage to me. Nope. Double clicked. Oh well. Not like that's a bad card to have out in the field. That's a very hard creature to deal with. Yeah, I don't think he's going to want to attack into it. No problem. No problemo. We'll take your 5-4 now. And that is an awesome situation for us to be in. I mean, I like Chandra's deck a lot. I think there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. But it lacks the power. If the Volcanic Hammers were lightning bolts, it would be great. It would be a deck that you could play. But I mean, it's a good deck. It's one of the better ones. But, I mean, honestly, here, like, he dropped 3 threats. I mean, you really have to keep this guy out on the field and not trade it for a 2-3. I mean, the creatures that have the pump abilities are the most valuable cards in Chandra's deck. They cannot be traded for something stupid. And I'm going to... you know what? We'll just show off that I have a counter spell. That's fine. You can have him out there. Because if you do find a way to deal with him, which I seriously doubt there is. Oh. I was trying to stop the timer so I could draw cards with... I mean, you cannot... That's the nice thing about playing actual Magic, is you can just be like, oh, at the end of your turn I have a response. So before we go into my turn, I'm going to do this. Not just turn over. So we'll be back in just a minute. Alright, so I'm going to jump you guys in mid-game because I think this is going to be a very fun game to watch. But I wasn't going to start recording this because I was just like, okay, I'm almost done with Jace's deck. There's only a few more cards I want to unlock, so I was just going to wait till I unlocked all the cards that I wanted. But my opening hand was double Lord of the Unreal. With him, this was my opening hand here. I drew one land and one Blind Phantom. But it should make for a really fun deck. All my guys are double hexproof now, which means every Phantom or every illusion I play is now kick-ass, untargetable by my opponents, and now 2 bigger. So this guy is going to be a 6/7 for 4 mana that is untargetable. So this should be a fun game. I mean, you ramp up as much as you want, my friend. You ramp as much as you like. Because next turn, I mean, I'm swinging 8 at your face. That sucks. Phantom Beast. Roar. You play whatever big creature you like next turn. You don't have a 7/7 in there. And you are at 10 life. Now here's a very important thing to remember. These guys are great. You do not want to swing if he can kill it. Aether Mutation, you have to target one of these guys. Ha ha ha! That blows, doesn't it? Now, this is another great situation for us to be in, because I'm going to swing with everybody, and he has to block here. He has no other option. Because if he doesn't block here, he takes 8. If he blocks this guy, he'll take 10. He blocks here, he'll take 12. So we actually win this turn. So this is Jace's deck just going explosive stupid. And he now has to block and kill that. Great. Great position for us. And then we'll Time Warp. So, this was a fun little game against going faster than Kiora's deck. Making creatures bigger, stronger, faster than Kiora's deck. Kiora's deck is a great, oh, let's just have fun and play Magic, and I want to play some stupid little combo deck. Not saying it's a stupid deck, but I mean, it's a combo deck. It's what it's meant to do, is it's meant to go search land, search land, search land, search land, big creature. I mean, it's not like a combo where it's just like, oh, I'm going to win one turn. But sorry to have pulled you guys in mid-game there, but let's go ahead and take a look at what I've got going here so far, since we kind of finished that a little bit earlier than I thought I was going to. We just unlocked this guy, who is awesome. What I'm going to do here is I'm probably going to remove... He's a 5/5 that is an illusion. I'm probably going to get rid of the Dijin, just because he's a 6-mana bomb. Here are the cards that we have left to unlock. This one, return target, enters battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. And it's a human wizard. I think Repulse is better. And the fact that it lets us draw a card, and it's an instant. So Aether Adept probably won't make it into my deck. Neither will this card. Any card that lets your opponent draw cards over you is not a good place to be. Drake Umbra might make it in. I'm not really sure what I would want to take out yet, but I know Sower of Temptation will. Sower of Temptation will probably replace one of these smaller cards down here, because I have a lot of really low cost cards. It might replace one of these guys. I'm not a big fan of replacing these guys because they're actually relatively decent because they've got a bit of a butt on them. But that's what we look like so far. Like I said, I probably won't put any of these 3 cards in here. And I know a lot of people like Aether Adept, and I mean it probably fits into the deck pretty well. It's just it's not an illusion, so we don't gain anything from it from our big scary illusion creatures. I mean, we've got 4 of these guys. These guys are awesome. And like it's like creepy looking too. But it is a great card, and it just takes away from that. And you know, if I was to take out an illusion like one of these guys, just to return a creature, it's like, And like I said, the cards that I would probably replace with it would be the Repulse, just because they do the same thing. And this one is probably better. It's just I would rather have the card draw and the instant speed rather than the let me play a creature and then you can just play it again next turn. I'd rather them do something with it, like you've seen in a few of the games that I've played against vampires, where it was, oh, let me put Blades the Bloodchief on a creature, and then I'll bounce it once he gets some counters on him. And he actually loses a lot more that way, because he's attacking and he's killing creatures during his turn. Whereas if we had Aether Adept, we would take the damage and then play it, and it would bounce. And then he would just replay it next turn and equip it onto something else. And just kind of be like, oh, no big deal. Whereas like if we can kill the creature that it's on and bounce, or kill another attacking creature and bounce it, I mean, it's really a big advantage. So that's what it looks like so far. Like I said, I'd probably put Sower in here somewhere. I'll probably put the Dracumbra in here somewhere, just because this is a bigger bomb. And it gets you +3/+3 flying and Totem Armor. And Totem Armor is great for the little guy, because it lets him live an extra turn, essentially, or an extra phase. But the Totem Armor, you got to make sure that you do not use it on any of the ones that have this ability here. When it becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it, because that targets it, and boom, creature's dead. But that's my thoughts on it so far. And we're going to go ahead and play a few more games. And hopefully nothing crazy like that will happen again, so I don't have to jump in the middle. And I'll be back to you guys later.